Sugar plum, cinnamon, and lemon tart tell you what they are right from the start. And my name does the same for me. By coincidence, Lauren Devine. It's me. Basically, since I've been 5, it's been all about being a fashion designer. I went to school in San Francisco, California College of Arts and Crafts, and University of San Francisco. It was great. I lived all throughout the city, and I kind of got involved with DJing and party promoting. And so at the same time when I was learning about, how to make patterns and how to put a collection together too, I was really developing my own style. I started DJing basically because I saw how fun it was. As a designer, every time you look at something, you look at it and appreciate it, but there's also a certain part of you that thinks like how you would do it yourself or how you could make it better. So it just seemed natural for me. I'm like, oh, I should just learn how to DJ. I should just start throwing parties. So I just kind of jumped into it. I began to draw a lot of inspiration from nightlife and party and art culture and a youthful inner city lifestyle and look. I was living there for 5 years, and I think that I kind of hit a point where I was ready for more, and I packed up and moved to New York, and I've been here for about 3 years. And now I kind of feel like I'm at the same point. I'm ready to work, and I'm ready to work on my own stuff. I've created my own things, and then now I've spent a couple years in the industry. But, I spend half my days at Ralph Lauren, on the phone or sitting behind a computer, and I'm ready to, be picking up my scissors all day or just be wrapping mannequins in fabric. Now that I have the skills to put a collection together and I know how the industry runs, I'm ready to work for myself. And once I'm there, I'm going to be working to win, make it happen. I love picture books. One of my things I want to do when I start my own collection and have a lot of money is open my own picture book store. Just tons of picture books I draw inspirations from. My favorite designers, craft books, rock and roll picture books. This is my bed in my tiny Brooklyn room, and this exact spot and this exact position is pretty much where I come up with all my genius ideas. I draw a lot of inspiration from nature. Mostly dead. A lot of, bones and feathers and things like that. Also love plants, but I pretty much draw the line with live animals. I'm not a pet person. Music has always been a big inspiration. I love post-punk and glam. Two of my favorites are Joy Division and Roxy Music. Not even from what they wear, but just looking at the music and thinking how I would visualize that in clothing. I travel a lot. My 2 past big trips past 2 years, Paris and Argentina. And then next year I want to go to Africa, so I'm starting to do a lot of research on that. When I'm not working or working on my stuff or designing in the summer, I'm usually pretty much at the beach or just working on my tan. BRB.